This is video 2 for today. In this video, I'm going to, in my previous video, I was talking to you about all my cooking, some of my things I enjoy to cook. I forgot to show you in the previous video, so I'll just show you really quickly now. This is also one of the recipe books I use, which is a soup book. I got this one from For Works. For those of you not in the UK, The Works is a discount store and it's really, really good. They sell a whole array of different items, but they're particularly good on books because you can get books there that are quite cheap, but you might not be able to find at the same price elsewhere. So I got this soup book, and this one's really good. It's got all these different recipes, different, you know, one soup I made that I particularly liked. Just trying to find it, so I'm not the most organised. Should have been more organised when I was preparing this video. Here we are, carrot and orange soup. I made this one quite recently. And that was really, really nice, because I'm always trying to experiment with different foods. You know, I love collecting recipes because it is my major special interest. It's that collecting impulse there, but with food. Now, recently, I went on an outing to Arundel. If you want to find out more about my outing to Arundel, do please go and check out my blog, where I write about it in greater depth, and I'll post a link to my blog at the bottom of this video. It was a really, really good trip. For those of you who aren't familiar with Arundel, it's a small town in the heart of rural England, rural Sussex. It's a very quiet, peaceful, picturesque town. You know, you can imagine it's almost like a scene of maybe a Constable oil painting. It's got a kind of a rather sort of out of this world kind of chocolate box feel, you know. But it's a lovely little place. And I don't go there that often because I am very much a creature of routine. You know, normally my days are pretty samey, you know, pretty to the book really. You know, like, you can pretty much predict where I'm going to be at a given time because I am very, very much driven by routine. You know, I always have my breakfast within the same, give or take a few minutes, but it's always within the same kind of time frame. You know, then I read, then I have my lunch, then I go out to shops, then I go for a walk, then I procrastinate. I need that sort of downtime where I just do hardly anything on the internet, just idly procrastinating, and I'd cook my dinner, which is usually something I've made out of one of them journals, BBC Good Food and so on, and then I procrastinate. And that's usually my daily routine. It's very samey, but it is hard for me to break out of that routine, but at the same time, I do feel really, really good when I have gone new places, and kind of, it's almost like a breath of fresh air, and I think it is quite good now and again to get out of routine, but it is really, really difficult, because I think, as part of my autism, as I say, I am very, very, very much driven by routine, and I do need routine, and I do need predictability, because it's easier that way, because, well, it's really stressful out there, and it's just easier to follow my normal routine. But I was really pleased, because one of my New Year's resolutions was actually about once a month to travel somewhere on my own, and I hadn't done any travelling since about November, because of the whole Christmas thing. Christmas was really stressful, and it always takes me quite a long time to recover from Christmas. And also, of course, the weather hasn't been particularly nice. It's been rather cold down here in the UK, south of the UK. It's been rather cold weather, and yeah, it just hasn't been particularly appetising in that respect. So, but recently we did have some nice weather last week in between some very cold weather spells. We did have a little bit of nice weather, and so I decided to go to Arundel. I had been planning this for quite some time. I don't really do things spontaneously. I do need to plan things, but it didn't involve too much planning because I have been to Arundel before. So all I really need to do was just have a quick look at the train time. So it's quite straightforward. And yeah, and I had a really, really good time. I'm really pleased I went. I went to Swanbourne Lake Lodge, which is a really nice cafe in Arundel by the lake, because there's a lake there. And I had a tea cake and tea. Saw some swans. And I also visited some shops. There's this really nice artisan, I think it's called Pallant of Arundel. It's like this artisan food shop. And obviously, because food's like one of my special interests, particularly like artisan food, like food that's a little bit, I don't know, quirky, I was like in my element. And I spent a really long time just like looking at all the different foodstuffs. The shop was really quiet as well, with being term time, yeah, kids at school, so it was quiet. But I was really pleased. I ended up getting this pasta, the Bay Tree egg pasta. I don't know if any of you have tried this. bakery egg pasta. I haven't tried this yet myself. This is still something to try, but it looks absolutely amazing. It's quite expensive, but you know, I eat a lot of pasta and food's my major interest, so why not? Yeah, worth things to spend your money on. I haven't got any vices. I don't smoke or drink, so. Good bakery egg pasta. Simply the finest egg pasta you ever taste. Perfect for one of our handmade pasta sauces. Bakery. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to trying that. It's egg pasta, but it's dried egg pasta, and it's like authentic Italian pasta. And I got that with I haven't got it with me. Damn, sorry, I forgot to bring it. I was going to show you to the camera, but never mind. I also got to go with it this authentic Italian pasta sauce as well, which I'm really looking forward to put with that. And also in Arundel, I visited the Cake and Biscuit Company shop. Now this shop is new to Arundel. It's only apparently been there for 2 years. And they sell loose leaf tea, and you get to smell all the different teas, and this was like pure heaven. I love smelling teas. I don't know if that's connected to autism or not. It might just be a personality thing, who knows, but or it might be a bit connected to autism, because like, you know, like in autism, like our senses, we tend to be quite in touch with the sensory stuff, sensory world, and most of the time that is like quite kind of, you know, most of the time that's quite aversive, like my sensitivity to noise and things. But I do love smelling things, as long as I'm in control. I don't like smells I'm not in control of, then it's aversive. I can't stand certain smells. But if I'm in control of it and it's a nice smell, I'm like, oh, I have to smell this. This is so nice. Like certain perfumes, I can't get enough of them. And I'm like smelling. So yeah, so I was like in my element, and I was really, really excited, and I was getting to smell all the different teas. Yeah, and I ended up actually buying one. It was marzipan loose leaf tea, because it actually does smell of marzipan. It really does smell of marzipan. It's absolutely amazing. I haven't tried it yet. It's quite expensive, but it's got proper artisan loose leaf tea. It's amazing. This new shop, oh my god, I could spend all day there. I'm so going to go back to Arundel, by the way. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, so that was really cool, and I went into the bookshop as well. Got the most amazing bookshop there. It's really, really quiet again. I love how quiet it is in Arundel. If you want somewhere that's kind of like a sensory retreat, go to Arundel. As long as the kids are at school on a weekday, it's really quiet. Yeah, I didn't buy any books there, but I did come across the Killer Cereal Cafe book. I don't know if any of you have heard of the Killer Cereal Cafe. It's based in London. It's basically a cafe where they mainly just sell cereals. And it's kind of a trip down memory lane. It's absolutely amazing. So I didn't buy the book there and then. I went back and bought it at a discount because it was quite expensive. So I managed to get it at a cheaper price. I know I should really support local bookshops, but you know, when you can get it cheaper elsewhere, you do. I will show that book when I get it, because I'm expecting it through the post sometime this week. So I will show you. I might show you that book in a future video. Maybe do a little book review on it, because I'm getting really excited because I can't wait to receive that. It's a Killer Cereal Cafe cookbook. I might put a link down below to Killer Cereal Cafe, because if I'm ever in London, I really, really want to visit it. I don't know if any of you visit it who are watching this video. If you do, let me know. But yeah, as I say, they mainly just sell cereals. And all the different things you could do with cereals, you know, and I do love a good cereal. So that gave me inspiration. And also in Arundel, they have a Victorian arcade. It's a really, really old shopping arcade. Really quiet. Oh my god, I got so excited. Now this is the thing, I don't know if any of you can relate, but I often get really, really excited over the most basic things. I do sometimes feel like I haven't really grown up. I'm like 30 years old, but I'm like a child in a sweet shop when I visit certain places. I really wanted to jump up and down and go like that and go, yay! I'm like really excited because I have all this energy. But of course I do try and like repress that because I'm worried about what people are going to do and stuff. So, which is a shame. I hope in time that maybe I could just be myself more, and if people look and stare, well, so what? Because maybe I sometimes feel a bit self-conscious because I'm going to look, I'm 30 years old, I shouldn't be jumping up and down like a little child just because I happen to be in this really cool, quiet arcade. But I do want to jump up and down because I'm feeling like so happy, almost like in a trance. It might also be because I spend so much amount of my time in a routine that when I do get out of a routine, everything's like really magical and fresh and new. So maybe I'm looking at it a bit like a child, like through kind of like, I haven't seen this before, and this is really exciting because maybe most people just take it for granted because for them it's no big deal going to places, but for me it's a really, really big deal. So when I do finally get out and go somewhere, I'm often like really excited and feeling like really, really high. So that might just be because I'm getting out of my routine kind of thing, and if anything that's really new tends to make you feel quite hyper. So yeah, but anyhow, I had a really, really good time. And to finish this video off, just a few other things I wanted to show to camera. I guess it wasn't to do with my trip to Arundel, but recently I bought this. which is from Lakeland. Easter pasta. How cool is that? This pasta is like eggs and bunnies. It's Easter pasta, which is really cool. And also, I made a trip to Tesco because I like doing compare and contrast with different brands. This made me really excited. I wonder who else gets so excited over something like this. To me, this makes me feel really, really excited. I don't know. It's just because it's my special interest, you know. Meat-free bolognese. I don't know why I just got so excited when I saw that. Meat-free bolognese at Tesco. It's Tesco. Because I don't often go to Tesco, and that's I often see that as a bit of a challenge because I have to walk there, and it's not my regular shop. And also, you've got to remember, for a long time, I didn't try these new brands because I had loads of OCDs about it, as I talked about in a previous video, which I've now overcome. And because food's like my special interest, now I'm like really keen to try all these different products, although it can be quite anxiety provoking because like I have to fight against that fear of trying new stuff. So it's a bit of a tension there, like. For part of the autism, which is like, no, I don't like trying new things because that's scary and I need to stick to my routine, confronted with the special interest part of autism, which is like, I'm really obsessed with this, this is my major interest, this is all I can think about, this is all consuming, I need to collect this experience. Because I know it's quite common for autistic people to like collecting stuff. We often have this like really strong collecting impulse. Do let me know what your interests are and if you collect anything down below. Often, from what I've seen on like other forums and stuff, main things people like to collect is often like to do with objects and stuff like that. So I have this collecting impulse too. It's just that for me, the collecting impulse is books. I do collect books and intellectual experiences and food. So I collect recipes, as I'll just show you in those books, and all the things I've bought. So that's my version of that kind of collecting impulse. I don't know if there are any other autistic people who share this obsession with food. Maybe I'm the only one. I'm sure there must be other autistics out there who share this interest. It seems to be more often than not that autistics find food really aversive though and have really rigid, restricted diets and stuff. So, but I guess it can work both ways. Like, in my opinion, autism, we don't tend to be in the middle. We either tend to be at one extreme or the other extreme. It's a bit like that Marmite thing. You either love it or hate it. So with autism, it's either like you either really, really hate food, which seems to be the majority of autistic people, or you only like a very small amount of, or you might like be really fixated or say just one food, or you could be an autistic person like myself who is the other way and is so extremely obsessed with food that certainly when I was a child I would eat and eat and eat and eat, like that kind of like extreme need for that sensory stimulation of like eating and smelling and stuff. So I'm in that camp, and as I've got older that interest has matured, so I don't eat it. Oh god, jeez, sorry, that phone will just have to go. Anyway, I need to... This is really annoying. Oh, fuck, sorry. Can't even answer it. Sorry about this, people. It's so annoying when it happens. It's happened before. Very frustrating, and I need to finish this video. So as I was saying, I love food, as you know, it's my special interest, and I was just wondering if there are any other autistic people out there like me who are just as obsessed with food and cooking and nutrition and all that, and as their main special interest in life. God's sake! How? It doesn't get the message. Hello? Bye-bye, thank you. Sorry about that. Very, very annoying. I don't know why people don't get the message when I'm not answering the phone. It's like, why phone again? Yeah. Right, so anyhow, sorry about that, but I hope you enjoyed watching this video today, and do please let me know what your, do let me know, do comment, and do subscribe if you haven't done so already, and also, of course, do let me know any ideas you might have for future videos I could do, because I'm a little bit stuck for ideas at the moment. I do plan on doing maybe some more book reviews. Bloody hell! Hello? Sorry, it's someone on the phone. I really hate it. Sorry, it's really annoying when someone phones like that when I'm in the middle of a video. Sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry. I really am sorry. But anyhow, if you let me know it's just really annoying, isn't it? If you can let me know any other future video ideas, I'll be really grateful. And as I say, I might do some more book reviews, but do please let me know any ideas you have or future videos I could do, because I'm running a little bit out of ideas, and that'd be really great. I am very sorry for that interruption. That was something that was completely uncontrollable, but I hope you understand. I can't answer a phone at all when I'm doing a video. You know, it's just very annoying. But anyhow, so thank you for watching.